Atlantis, the fabled lost city, has been a mystery that has fascinated humanity for centuries. The story of Atlantis was first told by the ancient Greek philosopher Plato in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias, written around 360 BCE. According to Plato, Atlantis was an advanced civilization that existed about 9,000 years before his time and was located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, the Strait of Gibraltar. It was a large island with fertile lands, grand palaces, advanced technology, and a powerful navy. Its people were said to be wise, wealthy, and powerful. However, the Atlanteans became morally corrupt, prideful, and greedy, eventually angering the gods, who sent a series of catastrophic earthquakes and floods that caused the island to sink into the ocean in a single day and night. In Plato's writings, Atlantis is described as a civilization of immense prosperity and technological prowess. The city was supposedly designed in concentric rings of land and water, with a central island housing the royal palace and temples, including a grand temple dedicated to Poseidon, the Greek god of the sea. The Atlanteans were said to have harnessed advanced technology and engineering skills, making their society incredibly prosperous and well-organized. Atlantis, according to Plato, was a marvel of architecture and a center of learning, with skilled artisans, knowledgeable scholars, and well-organized military forces that allowed it to dominate the Mediterranean region. For centuries, people have debated whether Plato's account was based on real events or was a fictional story meant to convey moral lessons about human hubris. Plato's account describes Atlantis not as a mythical or mystical place, but as a real, tangible society that suffered due to its own moral failings. He presents the fall of Atlantis as a cautionary tale, warning against the dangers of unchecked ambition, corruption, and greed. Since the Renaissance, when Plato's works were rediscovered, the legend of Atlantis has inspired explorers, historians, and even archaeologists to search for evidence of its existence. Some theorists believe that Plato's Atlantis was based on an actual civilization or historical event. Various locations have been proposed as the possible site of Atlantis, with theories spanning from the Mediterranean to the Caribbean and even Antarctica. Some suggest that the Minoan civilization on the Greek island of Crete might have inspired Plato's tale. The Minoans were an advanced society with impressive architecture, art, and trade networks, and they suffered a devastating collapse around 1450 BCE, possibly due to the eruption of the Thera volcano on the nearby island of Santorini. This event caused massive tsunamis and could have led to the end of Minoan dominance, resembling Plato's description of a catastrophic end. Others argue that Atlantis could be linked to ancient civilizations that were eventually lost to natural disasters. Some researchers believe that Plato's account could be an amalgamation of several ancient disasters that affected early civilizations, like the sinking of Helic, an ancient Greek city that was destroyed by an earthquake and submerged by a tsunami around 373 BCE. Additionally, the historical city of Troy was once thought to be merely a legend until its ruins were discovered in modern-day Turkey, adding credibility to the idea that mythical places could be based on real locations. There is also a theory suggesting that the Atlantis story could refer to a lost culture or civilization in the Atlantic Ocean, possibly as far as the Caribbean or even in the Americas. Proponents of this theory believe that ancient seafarers might have reached distant lands and established colonies that were later forgotten or lost to history. The island of Bimini in the Bahamas is one such location that has attracted attention due to underwater structures known as the Bimini Road, which some believe are remnants of a lost civilization, although most scientists attribute these formations to natural causes. In modern times, Atlantis has been a subject of intense speculation, inspiring countless books, movies, and conspiracy theories. Despite the lack of physical evidence, the idea of a sunken city with advanced technology and knowledge beyond our understanding has captivated the imaginations of people around the world. The concept of Atlantis has evolved over the centuries, becoming associated with ideas of lost knowledge, extraterrestrial influences, and advanced ancient technologies. Some even speculate that the civilization of Atlantis may have possessed powers or knowledge far beyond what we can imagine, potentially having access to powerful energy sources or even interstellar contact. Technology has also fueled new attempts to locate Atlantis. Advances in underwater archaeology, satellite imagery, and sonar mapping have allowed researchers to scan the ocean floor in unprecedented detail, uncovering lost cities The theories surrounding Jack the Ripper's identity are vast and varied. Some have suggested that the killer was a local man, while others believe that he may have been an aristocrat or someone with medical knowledge due to the nature of the killings. Numerous suspects have been proposed over the years, including prominent figures such as Prince Albert Victor, the grandson of Queen Victoria, and even famous painter Walter Sickert. Recent forensic advancements in research have led to new theories and investigations, but the case remains unsolved, and Jack the Ripper's identity remains a haunting enigma in the annals of history. The mystery surrounding his motives, his actions, and his eventual disappearance continues to captivate the public's imagination. Another legendary mystery that has captivated historians and religious scholars for centuries is the Ark of the Covenant. According to the Hebrew Bible, the Ark was a sacred vessel containing the tablets of the Ten Commandments, and it was said to possess immense divine power. The Ark was kept in the Holy of Holies within the Temple of Solomon in Jerusalem. However, after the Babylonian conquest of Jerusalem in 586 BCE, the Ark disappeared without a trace. There are numerous theories about what happened to the Ark. Some believe it was taken by the Babylonians as spoils of war, while others suggest that it was hidden by priests to protect it from invaders. There are also those who claim that the Ark was hidden away in various locations, including Ethiopia, where it is said to be kept in the Church of St. Mary of Zion in Axum, though no definitive proof has been found. Over the centuries, many have attempted to find the Ark, and it has become a symbol of mystery in the search for divine artifacts. Despite various expeditions, the fate of the Ark remains one of the greatest historical puzzles. The Nazca lines, located in the Nazca Desert of Peru, are a series of massive geoglyphs carved into the earth, depicting animals, plants, and geometric shapes. The lines are so large that they can only be fully appreciated from the air. The exact purpose of the Nazca lines remains a mystery, with various theories proposed over the years. Some have suggested that the lines were created for religious or ceremonial purposes, while others have posited that they were made as astronomical markers, or even as a form of communication with extraterrestrial beings. The idea that the Nazca lines were created by aliens has become a popular theory, particularly due to their sheer size and complexity. However, there is no definitive evidence to support this claim. Scholars continue to debate the true purpose of the Nazca lines, and the mystery surrounding their origin and function remains one of the most fascinating enigmas in the history of ancient civilizations. The Shroud of Turin is perhaps one of the most famous religious artifacts in history, believed by many to be the burial cloth of Jesus Christ. The image of a man with wounds resembling those described in the crucifixion accounts is faintly visible on the cloth. For centuries, the shroud has been the subject of intense scrutiny, with some claiming it to be a miraculous artifact, while others assert that it is a medieval forgery. Scientific tests, including radiocarbon dating, have dated the shroud to the Middle Ages, but this has not stopped ongoing debates about its authenticity. Some argue that the carbon dating was flawed, while others suggest that the shroud could have been created by natural processes. The mystery of the shroud's origins and the true identity of the man whose image it bears continues to intrigue both religious believers and skeptics alike. As we continue to push the boundaries of knowledge through scientific exploration, technological advancements, and archaeological discovery, it is possible that some of history's greatest mysteries will eventually be unraveled. Yet even as some mysteries are solved, new ones emerge, and human curiosity remains ever present. The allure of the unknown, whether it's the fate of the Roanoke colony, the identity of Jack the Ripper, or the mystery of Atlantis, continues to captivate our imaginations and remind us of how much more there is to discover about the past. While many of history's greatest mysteries may never be completely solved, their continued investigation fosters a deeper appreciation of human history, the complexities of our world, and the eternal quest for knowledge and understanding. The mysteries of the past may never be fully unraveled, but they will always remain a part of the human story, driving us to explore and learn more about the world around us.